Yo, it's we so and I got Southside Shake, Shaqeyah in the building right now. You know we're about to talk about some things we're doing over here at the Taste Creators. Let's get right into it. You know we had to take it to the Southside, right? You already know we had to go worldwide with it, right? I had to go right before we got here. I had to go to Wawa, grab a hoagie, just so we can glow. You know, just so we can glow.
I like that. That was a nice little.
Shaqeyah is in the building right now, Southside Shake. Let's give it up to her. We got enough people in here that we can clap it up.
That was swag.
That was a lot of drip.
Yeah.
A lot of drip in that sentence.
Shake. What's up, Shake?
Man, I'm chilling. I'm excited. I'm getting ready to drop Glow Monday. So that's what's going on right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look, Aaron, before you go into your questions and try trolling and all that, I'm not letting you do that. I got a clip that I wanna play of an old Kev Rogers interview that I did.
Okay.
And he was talking about Shaqeyah. This is when Confident came out. And I just want to get your opinion about what he was saying. It was good things. It was great things.
She's attacking it like any other artist that I've worked with, in her position from a lot of other people. She worked for 2 years to even get to that point. She had vocal lessons, she had everything. Like, this wasn't she just jumped in type stuff. She definitely worked at her craft to get to that point to where Confident she's well deserved for all that. Wow. But yeah, she was the one that was the first one. Like, this ain't enough. I want way more music. Like, we need way more stuff. She been in the studio, going to the studio by herself. A lot of times I'm not even in the studio and she's working.
Shaqeyah.
Oh, that's high praise right there, Shaqeyah. That's high praise right there.
Yeah. How do you feel about those kind words that Kev says?
That. It makes me feel good because he's one of those people that has been around from beginning. Like, before I was even ready to really tell people that I wanted to sing.
Yeah.
So when he goes around and he's like talking about where I came from, because he's one of those people who can attest to where I came from, it means a lot. Like, and the same with me. Like, I was around when he was going through his troubles, and in high school he was doing music. So where he is now, like, the same thing he said with me, it's not just overnight thing or he just made up his mind. This is something that he worked on too. So it means a lot because I got a lot of respect for him.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's huge to get someone as far as Kev Rogers, because we all know that Kev Rogers puts in a lot of work in his craft, and for him to give you that credit right there just shows
he's a Packers fan though. But I mean, we won't get into all that. He's an Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm not mad at it because his name is Kev Rogers. But nah, we're super proud of you, Shaqeyah. We've seen you from the jump. I remember when you came up for the PSMG interview with Cheddar Chaz. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. But I was there in spirit, and I listened to the interview, and it's just like, now we're talking about the first project. And when we first got in here, we were talking about Teyana Taylor, Keep That Same Energy, and how that's one of the soundtracks of your winter, per se, and all that. Why keep that same energy?
I think, like, for one, I feel like I don't know. I can't really say what I was expecting her album to sound like. Mm-hmm. And then when I heard it, it was just like, I related to those songs, like the stuff that she was talking about. She was really, really honest, and even about love and situations like that, like, I can relate to. So it was just like, yo, I just really fucked with it. Like, Kanye, like, the sample, like, it was just really like a fire album to me, like, put together all the way through. It wasn't too much to where I'm like losing interest in the songs. Like, it was great. I play it back all the time. Like, so I love that album.
And it's crazy that prior to us starting the interview, she brought up Teyana Taylor, and me and Cheddar were talking before we got in here, and I was like, in really interesting ways, not music wise, but in other aspects, which I will dig deep into. You and Teyana are like very similar. I feel like with Teyana Taylor, she's a part of good music. Mm-hmm. She was always that person that everybody was like, she's so talented. Why are they not pushing her? Why is this not the person that's at the forefront? She sings, she can dance, she can rap. She even produces, she directs her videos. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with Shaqeyah on Southside, I feel like it's, and this is just my opinion, and I feel, I really want to get your opinion about this, is like, I feel like it's always been Mir, Kev, Ish, and then it's like there wasn't too much of a focus on Shaqeyah, when I feel like you're so dope that there should have been more.
Thank you. I think with that, even with the boys, like they want me to be, I don't want to say the forefront. For all of us, it's really not like the forefront. Everybody has their own like their lane, but I think it was my growth, because they have been doing music a lot longer than I have, as far as taking it serious and really learning the business aspect. And so for me, it's taken me that time. Like I was kind of like on a lapse of time, I guess. So like where they were, I was just starting. So that time in between me dropping Confident and all that, that's really where the delay came from. It's just me learning and you know, getting the process together, like getting to this point here where I can just put out a EP out and be ready to be like, okay, I'm ready to just jump in now. So yeah, I understand.
Did you ever feel that way?
Not being in the forefront. I don't feel like they ever try not to put me in the front. I think it's more so about me being ready. It was always about me being ready, because they always are ready when I'm ready. You know, like how Kev is, everybody's always 100% supportive and behind me. So it's really me getting myself together to where I feel like I understand it. I'm really big. He can tell you. I'm big on
the CEO.
Yes,
the big CEO.
The CEO can tell you. I'm big on being sure about myself. I don't care about who around me and feels like you're ready, go do it now. I don't care who says that. And I feel like it's not ready, or I'm not ready, or whatever the case may be, it's not gonna happen. So like I take that responsibility for like being in the background for the time that I just really wanted to kind of feel like I was 100%. So
when you're recording these records and you're making these songs, is it just what comes to your mind when you hear the beat, or is it, do you have an intention when you go into the studio?
No, I've never. I want to start being the type of artist that has intention. Like I want to make this type of song, but I never work well doing that. Like I have to go off of a beat, and it has to give me the story when I hear it. I have to feel a story when I hear it. Like when Glow drops, there was a specific record on there, and literally Kev actually produced it, and he sent it to me. I was going through some stuff. He sent it to me, and within 15 minutes of him sending me that beat, the song was written already. Like I was finished, and that was because I strongly felt exactly what I needed to say on that beat. So like as far as my music, even with my music, like I haven't been able to, like, some people can just make songs. And for me, it's like I have to really feel what I'm saying. Otherwise, I'm just like, what am I saying this for? Or what am I putting this out for? Or what am I going to the studio and recording? You know, like spending money on the studio to record this for if I don't really feel
it's
it.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not. None of it is. Like, none of this process is easy or cheap. So definitely, like, my beat selection, the way that I pick beats, I have to feel it. I have to feel a message. I have to feel a song before it's even created or... Yeah. And
you've mentioned Kev a few times, and we know that in the past you and Kev have always worked together and made great music. Yes. With Glow, are we gonna see a lot of Kev production, rapping, singing? What type of Craig are we gonna get? If we're getting Craig, are we getting Craig on here?
No. But you are gonna have a lot of Kev production. Mm-hmm. It's Kevin Kenny produced on it, so it's them two kind of going back and forth pretty much, track to track. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the Ghosts.
I think they co-produced one record. Other than that, they kind of just going back and forth.
And in the past, I know I had to ask Kev this because I'm not sure why this came up and why this was in the realm of Shaqeyah, but there was always a cloud of like, does Shaqeyah write her own music? And there's actually a clip of an interview that me and Kev did, and I wanted to play it for you before we get your opinion.
I want to clear the air. Okay. Do you write for Southside Shake?
I do not write for Shaqeyah. Shaqeyah writes for her own self. Nobody actually writes for Shaqeyah.
Shaqeyah, I wasn't making any accusations. I don't make problems. I was just asking.
No. She writes her own music. She has her own agenda of what she wants to do. My job is to paint the picture for her from a production standpoint, feed off ideas. The same way I work with Mir and Nish. So,
why has that always been a thing that everybody has always thought that somebody wrote for you, whether it was Kev or?
I think that, and this is something that I feel like is. I feel like I always dealt with this, like, in middle school, high school, whatever. I feel like people see me a lot of the times as just, like, because I like girly stuff. I like makeup, and I like to, look nice, and I feel like people look at me and feel like I'm just this pretty girl, and, that's all I'm good for, and that's the only reason why people are paying attention or people are listening, and I feel like it's kind of like taken away from my actual talent or my actual passion. It's just like, oh, she's pretty, so nobody really expects me to be sitting and, you know, writing out stuff. But I write my stuff.
What do you think about the Wednesday interlude on Wawa?
Oh, I like the Wednesday. I really think it just fit right perfectly with the whole album or with the whole project. You know what I mean? I think it complemented each song that was on there, and to this day, I really still listen to that whole album. To be honest,
why did you leave your man on a Wednesday? Like, why Wednesday? Like, why midweek? What did he do midweek to get you mad?
It's just like, you know what? Like, the middle of the week, you feel like you cool, everything's coasting, you feel like you understand what's going on, and it's just like, no, you gotta switch it up, let them know. Like, I could leave you on the weekend, on the weekday, like Wednesday we out too. Like,
you could tell she's done this before.
I can still have it on Wednesday without you, so relax, okay?
Is this like a true story that you left somebody on a Wednesday?
It's not. Wednesday wasn't a true story. The hooks, I mean the verses were like from certain situations or that I've gone through or I experienced or whatever. But as far as the hook, that's where we all collaborated. So like, yeah. So like, I'm trying to think of what part. Ish wrote, "I left my nigga on a Wednesday." I wrote the line, "All on Instagram, looking like a fan." Kenny wrote a line on there.
Nice.
Yeah, Kenny wrote a line in there. Sip this tea, cause you like. We all kind of collaborated on that one. So Wednesday wasn't like a specific exact thing, but the hooks, I mean the verses were. So. Yeah.
Aaron, Mr. As A1. We just gotta get down to the nitty gritty, cause there's something that I've always been curious about. Since we're talking about relationships and all that, and feel free if you're not comfortable answering the question. I would appreciate if you answer the question for the people, but if you don't have to. We can skip through. You can just say no comment. And I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't see any picture get posted.
Give back.
I saw a picture of you and Mir, and I'm just curious for the people out there that are wondering, are you and Mir Fontaine a thing?
Yeah, we are.
There's the answer for the South Side. Camden.
Run the TMZ. We got the info.
How long has this been going? Because that low key, Aaron, low key. Shaqeyah, that's a power couple right there. That's Hov and B. That's Lil Durk and Dej Loaf. That's doper than Lil Durk and Dej Loaf. How long has this been going?
It's been.
And why is everybody so shook to ask you that? I've seen so many interviews that you've done.
I feel like. I think it's because we're private, and honestly we like it better that way because relationships are relationships, and people go through things, and certain things aren't for certain things. Like social media doesn't have to know everything. Like we post or put out there whatever we feel like we want to put out there. I don't think we're just not people that are just like on Twitter and social media talking about our relationship. So
no, you guys are glowing. No pun intended. With glow, what should people expect? I personally, I don't know if it was like a private link that. Shout out to Diamond and especially Taste Creators as well. We're in Taste Creators right now in Philadelphia. Yes. This venue is beautiful, magnificent. If I do say so myself. Yes. But I heard the track with you and Mir, and that was super dope. Like, what do you, and also, no, on top of that, I'm trying not to like slam the table, so I'm like imaginary smacking it. The track that Kev produced, you were on some like alternative EDM type stuff. Like, what is, where's your head at with Glow? This is crazy.
Glow, I feel like is really, like I said, every song has a story, a meaning. Every song means something to me. Individually, and to talk about the record with Mir, that is actually the song that I said Kev had sent me the beat, and then within 15 minutes I had wrote the song, and then I had played the song after I recorded it at Kenny's, played the song for Mir, and he was just like, send me that. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, and I sent it to him, and then he did his verse, and that's how Play got Mir Fontaine feature on it. And the song that has the EDM feel you're talking about, Show Off.
Yeah,
And
that's the one.
That's
I
like
can't wait for you to listen to. I'm pointing at Cheddar for everyone that's wondering. I can't wait for you to hear it because I already know what his reaction is gonna be.
Show Off is. That's also, like, every song is a mood of mine. Like, I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really, like, on social media a lot. I don't really like to talk on social media and all that a lot. So within my music, I'm able to kind of put parts of me out there. And, like, Show Off is, like, a part of me that I don't really show all the time. But I have that in me. And it's a Jersey thing, too. So at the end, I feel like that was, like, my ode to Jersey dance club music. Yeah, so that's kind of...
Is that type of music something that you know, growing up, going to like teenage clubs and all that, like watch out for the big girl,
like all them,
like all that.
First of all, I can't with Chad speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's like going to parties in high school and stuff, like. That was the music, and that's like I said, it's like a Jersey thing. Sure. So I feel like hopefully, like my city, everybody appreciates that song. Yeah.
What's better, Jersey club music or Baltimore club music?
You gonna put it on
It's hard.
Yeah, I got to.
I'm gonna be real. It's kind of hard.
Jersey over everything, but you gonna put us on the
right. But Baltimore club music was fire too. So I don't know.
Is.
It's hard. That's a hard decision.
Aaron,
Hey, Shaqeyah, let me ask you a question real quick. Who are some influences in your music that you look up to right now, or is there someone currently who's in the game right now that you look up to, or past?
Beyonce is always gonna be my number one.
I'm so late off Beyonce.
Always.
I love Me, Myself, and I.
No matter what, Beyonce's always gonna be the first name I say. I'm obsessed with Frank Ocean. I love Frank Ocean. I think his honesty and how he's able to, like, make a song and make you feel like you can feel or see exactly what he's talking about. Whatever vibe he's giving you, you just feel it. There's so many people I can name. Like, I like a lot of old school music also. Like, I love Anita Baker's. I love those types of Sade. Like, so it's
right.
It depends on.
Oh, you into the Sade? Okay.
Yes. No Ordinary Love's my favorite. Yeah. So I mean, I would say those are like the tops influences right now. I guess in newer music, Tiana would definitely be somebody that I really, really like. I fuck with her honesty and. The way she just does what she wants to do.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many. I feel like I'm not naming.
Yeah. Kehlani?
I like Kehlani a lot. Yeah. I wish she was putting out more music now.
Yeah, my baby's pregnant.
I know.
I'm not gonna get my chance.
I know, but you know what song I really, really loved? It's a recent song that she put out. Undercover. Shout out to Charlie Heat for the production on that.
Yeah, I mean, good
Jersey.
work, Charlie.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was Bill pen too.
And Bill on the pen. Yeah.
That was a fire.
Absolutely. House of 99.
On top of that, on top of the project Glow, you got Glow drinks.
I do. And you know what? I did not bring them today, and I'm so sad about it. I should have brought y'all some.
Send some to the station.
I will.
Send some to the station.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't forget to do that.
Okay.
I won't forget to do that. I put that in my notes before I leave here. Yeah. I got y'all.
Okay.
Fire.
But yeah, what's going on with that?
Okay, so
they sparkle and everything too.
Yes, and they're energy drinks and like non-GMO, vegan, like they're great. Like they're just great all the way around. And it has like sparkling infused. So if you drink like those like waters that kind of taste like soda.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much what it tastes like, but it's like a really good taste.
It's like carbonated.
Mango, apricot, and like
mango.
Watermelon. Yeah, really good.
You gotta say manga. That's how they say in Egypt. In Arabic, they say manga.
What? Manga?
Manga, like manga, like anime, like manga.
Oh, okay,
they say manga.
I got you.
And it, like mango juice is asir manga.
I'm learning something.
I wouldn't hear you try to say it though. Like
manga.
We're gonna teach you Arabic. Asir. Manga. Asir manga. You gotta roll the R.
Hey, I'm Arabic today.
That's what I'm saying. If I drink the Glow drink, will I start glowing? You will
start to glow, and you'll have glowing ideas, and you'll just be walking down the street, and they'll be like complimenting your glow.
You know what's in the glow?
That's why you're gonna get that drink.